Daryl Miller, Metro Floor Plumbing. We're in Dallas, Texas. I am the operations manager, and to say that means I do pretty much anything that brings in the money. Obviously, I supervise the technicians in the field. I supervise the call center. I do hiring, firing, unfortunately. This is my 16th year. I started in the field as a technician, and we're family owned, and just worked my way up. They actually never had a operations manager, and so that's what I do.
Wow, that's so impressive. So before we talk about, like the life with Hunter, tell us a little bit about what recruiting you guys were doing, how that experience was going for you at Metro Flow, just to get a feel for what it was like before Hunter or before we entered the picture.
It was horrible, to be honest with you, because it wasn't nothing. We weren't doing anything. We were just relying on word of mouth, hoping someone would come in, or someone knew somebody that was looking for a job, or we happened to run across somebody, in the field at a supply house. Try to make contact that way. We had a Facebook ad. It wasn't getting much traction, so we were just pretty much doing what a lot of small businesses would do, is was hoping to catch somebody and get them in here. So once we got your information and contacted you, Aaron, it just really made my life a lot better.
Well, that's my middle name, making your life better.
Yeah, it really was amazing working with you guys, and the tools you gave me to continue working on my own once we didn't need the services.
That's something that's really important to us for all of our partners, is that yes, we hope that you'll work with us, but we also hope that the tools we give you will allow you to work for yourself if you want it to.
They really have. It's been great.
Let's talk a little bit about, you had options before Hunter. You could have gone to a lot of different groups. Why did you choose Hunter?
Well, me and Rick, the owner, had thrown around using a temp service sometimes. The problem that we run into doing a small business is the fees were a lot. You had to pay that technician that you got from them a lot more than what we typically pay, and it just wasn't in our business model.
No, that makes sense. Well, what was probably the biggest challenge that you think Hunter Recruitment Advisors actually addressed for you by coming on board?
Just the tools to recruit technicians and plumbers, in the Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth, and just organizational program that helped funnel all our applicants to one spot where I can review them, keep them organized in case I want to pull them out and look for them later. And really the salary and company comparison that you did for us in our market was really an eye-opener. You think you're doing the best for everybody, you got the best benefits, you're paying people great, and sometimes when you do that comparison, it opens your eyes up to say, you know what, we're really weak in this area. We're doing okay here, but we're really weak here, and we need to do better in another. And that really put the fire in us to make a bunch of changes the last 6 months. And really, it was Hunter that made it all happen.
That's exciting because, one of the things we always try to tell all of our clients is that you have to be able to project your positions out to the marketplace. If you're expecting them to find you, then you're already cutting off the market. And just the fact that, us doing the research, a lot of times when talent acquisition teams come into play, you don't actually have somebody who is going to share with you the market breakout, give you kind of the tools that you need to be able to make a decision for yourself. And it sounds like that's what you guys did. You took the marketing survey that we gave you, and you started making those changes as well?
That's correct. So what we've done since working with you is we updated our career page to enhance and show off everything that we offer to our employees. And that's even down to discount on parts they can buy from us for their personal home or their friends or their family. We listed all those things out on our career page. You helped us with our career page and made it something that people really are excited about, and even other friends of ours that are plumbers are trying to copy those things, which is cool. But it come from Hunter, it didn't come from us. And so we give you all kinds of praise on that end.
I've never known you not to spend at least 5 minutes cracking jokes on each other.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to be professional here, okay? Don't pull me off sides. That ain't fair.
well, what was some of that? I mean, I'll be honest with you. Working with you was fantastic. Every team member that worked with you loved working with you. And for us, that personal touch, that engagement with our clients, I hope it's one of those things that separates us from a lot of those that may work with other groups. How did you feel that personal touch with our group was different, or was it even better for you?
I always preach, we're in the relationship business, no matter if it's with your customers, your internal customers, your external customers, your vendors, your employees. And really, it was really seamless. I mean, from the very first minute that we got to meet you, got to meet your team, y'all were on top of everything. You were instant with the response. If I needed something on the email or a phone call, called back or emailed immediately, which really is important because usually in the service business, you need something like yesterday, not, and that was to me really important. Plus, you were easy to talk with. You didn't talk above our heads on some things, which, we're plumbers at the very end of the day. So we're not IT people. We're not, HR people. But you were able to help us break it down and talk to us like, we could understand.
You're very kind. Well, what in your perspective was the most tangible result that you saw after partnering together? Were there any key differences that really made a difference in your guys' recruiting?
To me, on my side, it was just how organized we were and how organized we still are with our onboarding. And obviously getting them in here, telling them what we have, able to present our company, and not just, it's not word of mouth now, it's in writing, it's on our website, and just the organization and skills to get a good applicant in here, be able to go through those steps and be able to hire and bring them on. I think is big. I really put it all on Hunter. It wasn't nothing I did. I just followed the steps they taught me how to do. So,
well, tell me a little bit, Daryl. How is this impacting the business? Have you guys been able to maintain your staffing levels as a result? Has it helped you financially?
So about 6 months ago, we lost 4 service techs all in a month, and we're not that big of a company. We run 8 trucks, try to keep 8 trucks rolling at all times. So if you imagine you lose half of your income stream, your revenue stream, it's a big hit on us. So we had to back up and start kind of from scratch, and that's when we brought Hunter on. We started recruiting, and we got some technicians in, not from Hunter, but we got several that were great candidates with Hunter. So we were able to build our team up pretty quick with the right people versus hiring the wrong people, going through 2 or 3 months and figuring out that's not the right guy, finding another person. But Hunter was able to get us the great candidates that were able to jump in the truck pretty quick because they were trained, they were licensed plumbers, and they were able to start making up for that revenue we lost in that 1 month. So we are just now back to the size that we were when we lost those technicians, and had a really good month in November, back to what we kind of our budgeted for 2023. So it turned our business around quickly. If you're wanting to grow and you have the budget to add a technician or 2 or 3, you've got to spend money to make money. And if you're not investing in your equipment, your trucks, and your people, then you're never going to get that return. So yeah, is Hunter an investment? It is. Someone called me right now and said, hey, was Hunter cheap? Nope. Good's not cheap, and cheap's not good. And that's the way we run our business. You provide great service, you provide great people, and you're going to get it good. You're going to get a good service. Same way with Hunter. They provide excellent people that are knowledgeable. They know what they're doing. They don't mess around. They get right to the work you ask them to do. They give you timely feedback and reports, and they produce people. That's what they're recruiting from, right? So that's their job, is to get you people, and they did exactly everything they said they were going to do. To me, that's the value. Is someone says, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and they do it and go above and beyond. I think it's a no-brainer for me.
Well, thank you, my friend. Now, I realize I've been asking you a bunch of questions. Are there any other thoughts or notes that you wanted to share with us about your experiences with Hunter Recruitment Advisors?
If anybody ever has a question, they can come to my shop and I'll tell them exactly how great y'all are. I'll show them what it's done for us. It may not be for everybody. It may not be for every size company, but if you're trying to grow and you need to have quality people, Hunter is who I would call first.
Well, thank you for being such a blessing to us as a partner, and really appreciate you taking some time out this morning to chat with us today.
That's my pleasure.